All right, man. Hey, man, say, man, it's your boy DAA, man. Daylight TV. Back at y'all with another Rise and Grind live show. Episode number 19. Today is Monday, July 28th, 2025. Start of a new week. Start of our fourth full week. Hit that like, subscribe button, smash that notification bell if you're really mobbing with the content. Daylight TV. Let's get it. So, we're going to jump right into the madness. So, first thing we're going to get into today is Barack Obama, former president, Barack Obama, first black president as well. So, controversial comments. So recently, there was some commentary from former President Barack Obama on the role of diverse male role models, including queer individuals, right? Playing a role in the lives of young men, and in particularly black men. And this shit then, stirred up a lot of mixed reactions, as you would expect. So the interview took place on Michelle Obama's podcast, where Obama emphasized, the importance of boys having a variety of male figures and shit. And that, some of these figures could include gay or non-binary, to cultivate empathy and all of this other, kumbaya talk. You understand what I'm saying? And he also spoke about how he had a gay college professor who had a profound impact on him. You know what I mean? And challenged some of the ignorances that, he had. So what we're going to do is I'm going to play this clip of him, you know what I mean, like what he said verbatim, so that way I'm not just, you know, speaking for him, and y'all can get an idea. And yeah.
Things that I think a lot of times boys need is, that's one of the things that I think a lot of times boys need is not just exposure to one guy.
Mm-hmm. One dad.
One dad. No matter how good the dad
is. He can't be
like,
everything.
He can't be everything. And then that boy may need somebody to give the boy some perspective on the dad.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
One of the most valuable things I learned as a guy was I had a gay professor in college at a time when openly gay folks still weren't out of line, who became one of my favorite professors and was a great guy and would call me out when I started saying stuff that was ignorant. You need that to show empathy and kindness. And by the way, you need that person in your friend group so that if you then have a boy who's gay or non-binary or what have you, they have somebody that they can go, okay, I'm not alone in this.
You are not alone. Oh, here you are. So yeah. So that's the clip. It's naturally more to the interview. But I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That was some bullshit. Like, I voted for this nigga both times. I believe that's when I started working, you know what I mean, and doing work for the Board of Elections and all of that shit at one point. So, where my vote back? Both of them. But, you know, I don't know, bro, like, if you're gonna use your platform to put, like, all right, cause I'm just like kind of baffled with that bitch. Cause I read it, I didn't like actually hear the nigga say it. You know what I'm saying? I playlisted it, but I had to find it. I literally just felt it. So here's my thing. You're saying that the dad can't be able to exposure to one guy. Like, no male child, no little boys are just exposed to one guy. You might have your dad, you might have uncles, a granddad, great uncle, gym teacher, coach. You understand what I'm saying? Like, now, yeah, gay people are in the world, they're a part of the world or whatever and shit like that. But like, a mandatory target, say like, oh, let's play date Timmy with some queer kids, so that he's the more well-rounded individual. You know what I mean? You can just have a conversation with a kid and say, you know, don't judge people or don't treat people messed up because of how they look or what their orientation is or whatever. Like, you try to, as a mentor, so it's like, for what? Like, what is? All right, so what? Just to teach not to drop an F-bomb here and there, or not to, you know what I mean? Like, use certain terminology when addressing, you know, the Rainbow Mafia. Shit is wild, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get you want to put community, or you know, you want to strengthening like community ties and everything like that for young boys, but why not use your platform or whatever to talk about strengthening you know, Black fatherhood and acknowledging the generations of fathers who, Black fathers especially, who have instilled like values in their children and shit. Well, because Obama has always been an advocate for the Rainbow Mafia throughout his entire presidency. You know what I'm saying? Like, the whole discussion actually take place within the broader context of, you know, his long-standing support of the LGBTQ plus whatever letters they'll take this week. Like his effort to promote equality or whatever is, you know, during and after presidency is not uncommon. It's not news. I'm just surprised that he took that stance or whatever, because that's a step further than usual, at least from what I know. You get what I'm saying? Like, when, like, he was the first president to actually appear on the cover of an LGBTQ like magazine and shit called Out in like 2015. You know what I mean? He also played a key role in ushering in like a new era of acceptance, advocating for same-sex marriages, you know, and, you know, he actually, I believe he repealed that whole don't ask, don't tell thing or whatever and shit. He also made, like, strides in protecting and advancing the rights, you know, of the community. So this is like nothing really new, especially, and he really did it in the realm of healthcare and all of that, which you could kind of say that Kamala Harris tried to piggyback on when she said that she was gonna let, you know, trans people have certain procedures or whatever, you know, while incarcerated and all this other shit. You know what I mean? So I don't know, bro. Like, he really just shows his sensitivity and all of that to it. And look, I get it. Like I always tell people, they be like, "Oh, you hate," like, you know what I'm saying? First of all, I don't hate nobody, because if I did, type of nigga I am, you know, I'd have checked it. And like, I don't got no reason to hate no whole group of people. What I stand on is, I don't want my heterosexual right trampled over just so that somebody could wear a rainbow belt in peace and, you know, bang Nicki Minaj and Beyonce flavors. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm cool. You know, do your thing. Because the thing about it is, this is America, bro. You gotta be able, like, to realize that no matter what group you belong to, white, black, Asian, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's everybody's subjected to the joke. If you ever go to a comedy show, a black comedy show especially, and you'll hear like the black comic making jokes about, you know, white people and stuff, and you know it will be white people in the audience, and you know what they do? They laugh their ass off because it's comedy, it's a joke. And to be honest, some stereotypes are based on, or most stereotypes are based on some truth. They just embellish and, you know, overdo it. But yeah, that's my take or whatever. I just had to like get to that, bro, because I seen it this morning when I was actually putting the show together. Kind of irked my nerve a little bit. You know what I mean? Because yeah, bro, look, we all got to get along. We all got to share the world and everything like that or whatever. I just think that when you start trying to dictate who people should have as a mentor, it's kind of a blanket statement, dog. But off that, you know what I'm saying, before these niggas come try and cancel a nigga. So next up.
But like I said, I was.
So.
We're gonna address these rats.
So next up, we going down to New Orleans with it. Tech Nine, legendary New Orleans group, from the legendary New Orleans group UNLV, along with Lil Ya, YELLABOI. Oh, okay. But I believe Tech 9 and Guy is the only one still living, right? And always been a lot of speculation about YELLABOI's passing, or rather, because it had happened following an alleged fist fight with Baby, and supposedly they say that Yella shot either Baby's truck up or shot at the house that he stayed at. You know what I mean? And so people, you know, would allude to the fact that him getting unalived might have had something to do with that. Well, this nigga Tech 9, who happened to be in jail at the time, he home now, and he got something to say. So, let's get into it.
But like I said, I was there.
We're gonna address these rats.
So I'm gonna give y'all the real story. So as far as the rumor y'all heard, it is true. In my opinion, CMR, Cash Money Records, is responsible for YELLABOI's death. And a close affiliate of theirs, who goes by the name of Hot Diesel, is the one who carried out the hit. In case you didn't hear me, Cash Money Records orchestrated the hit on YELLABOI, and Hot Diesel carried the hit out. So some of y'all might say, well, we already heard that, but let me give y'all some receipts.
They get it from
Damn. So, I mean, he just flat out said that. I mean, so when you think of CMR, the bosses, you think of Baby and Slim. And we all know that Hot Diesel run with Baby to this day. So, the accusation or whatever is wow. Now, the original live, like I gotta give it to y'all in clip, because the full live was deleted by the time I caught wind of the story and shit. You know what I mean? You might have got that call. Whatever the fuck. But yeah, man, like this shit crazy. But like, all right, let's get into this next clip where he break down why he coming out, you know, snitching. He damn sure snitching.
Now, let me give y'all the reason why I decided to expose these niggas. For one, I'm tired of the city of New Orleans, and every other city holding on to this secret like these niggas, the motherfucking mob or something. Man, fuck them boys. Real talk. I lost a partner. You feel me? They human just like I'm human. You feel me? You know, the city holding on to this shit, these boys, and what pisses me off is y'all let these niggas come in the city and play in y'all face. Every time they got some kind of event in the city, these niggas show up in the city, gather a bunch of motherfuckers to come hang around them to make them look good. And all you up and coming rappers, they promise y'all they gonna fuck with y'all and get y'all a deal, get that, and other, hang with y'all for a day or two, make a bunch of bitch ass promises, and then when they leave, they don't answer the phone for y'all. They've been doing this shit for over 25 years, the same routine. When the fuck y'all gonna catch on that this nigga ain't gonna sign y'all? Real talk. The second reason is you niggas instead of been playing in my motherfucking face. You know when I.
Alright, well, For one, my nigga, you lost the pot. I heard UNLV record. I mean, shit. The name of the group is UNLV. Uptown niggas living violent. Your partner got violent. And allegedly, well, I mean, he got took out violently. Like, there's no allegedly with that. But you're alleging that you know who took your partner out. You are an uptown nigga living violent. Get violent. Cause coming up here saying a nigga name, like, you know what I'm saying, and tying a nigga's name to murder, ain't no statute of limitations on that shit. I don't give a damn what's going on. I ain't finna get up here and say, you know what I mean, the nigga unalive, like whether I get along with that nigga or not. Especially if at one point, this is a nigga who gave me an opportunity to get some money and build a name in the game. That shit bogus as hell, son. Like, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing G about that. Regardless of what niggas in the city doing this shit, trying to get deals and whatnot. Like, some of them niggas that are out there, these young niggas that are trying to get deals and shit like that, bro, like, they probably wasn't even born when YELLABOI got walked down. They probably wasn't even born when you had to drag them to the river. So that ain't on them and anything like that, bro. Like, you was out here on the streets and anything like that. You could have, man, you could have got out. Maybe it would have went bad for you, but shit, you supposed to stand on business. Win, lose, or draw. Chopper City with it, ain't it? Shout out to the real Chopper City niggas, yeah. This shit ain't cheap.
Came off from jail, I linked back up with y'all and started releasing some music. And baby, aka BIRDMAN, reached out to a nigga through GDP. And you know, we talked on the phone for like an hour, and it was like, yeah, this, that, and the other, yeah, man, I want to finish my career the way I started with y'all, you know, like my little brothers, you know, this, that, and the other. Then I want y'all to come do this Cash Money reunion with me in the Superdome, man. I'm gonna shoot y'all 10 racks, bro. Just give me a minute, I'll call y'all back. But it's on, man. Y'all in the show. Me knowing who he is and how he been with me all these years, I didn't even believe him as far as I could throw him. But my little dog latched on to that shit. Y'all latched on to that shit and he believed it. You know what I'm saying? But you know, at the end of the day, man, y'all two different people. So, you know, I'm a street nigga, me, man. If you want to make me out to believe and shoot me to deposit, then I know we locked in. So, lo and behold, man, when it's time for the super deposit, this nigga stopped answering the phone. And I'm like, man, what the fuck? Why did you even play with me, man? I didn't call you. I didn't reach out to you. I wasn't bothering you. I'm doing my own thing. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to keep doing music, stay active because I love to do music and I'm good at it. You call me with this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just tired of nigga playing in the nigga face. You know, all that old hoe ass shit. And I'm going to hold you niggas accountable, man. You dig what I'm saying? I'm holding you niggas accountable. Y'all responsible for my nigga debt. And I ain't going to let you niggas keep sliding like y'all ain't do nothing, like y'all such good guys. Y'all ain't no motherfucking good guys. Y'all niggas some fucking snakes. Straight up, y'all some motherfucking snakes. You dig what I'm saying? And I ain't about to stand here and keep on letting that secret go by. The secret.
I mean, so there was a part in the video, cause I seen a reaction video to the like full live, and there was a part where he talks about how he got, you know, the discrepancy became about the business side of it, right? I'm gonna actually try to find it after I go to this shit. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna let this shit finish. I'm gonna ask. try to pull this up.
Pretty is out. I'm spilling it. I'm saying with these scary ass niggas in the city scared to stay. You know what I'm saying? You did? Straight up. I feel some kind of way about my hood because guess what? Y'all was y'all partner too. I feel some kind of way with these club promoters because guess what? Yellow was a money maker for y'all too. I feel some way about the radio stations because guess what? Yellow was y'all artists too. And all y'all held that secret. And the only thing that I really feel fucked up about is that I didn't do what I was supposed to do to avenge Yellow's death. But like I said, during the time, I was so hooked on drugs, nothing else was more important. But
Alright, nigga, so who fault is that or whatever and shit? So basically, cause your goofy ass is out here getting high and you wasn't taking care of your business, I mean, first of all, hold up. Cause don't nobody step like a junkie, nigga. You think a heroin addiction ever stops the slim for standing on some business, nigga? I'm just saying, bud. What we talking about? Come on, man, shit. Even, look, a lot of niggas that blame their addiction or they Jones, so like, you know, as a reason to make this nigga. BG ain't even blame the needle or use the needle as an excuse to fall under pressure. Hurt either. They ain't running around throwing no bodies on nobody. But the whole nigga, this nigga off the clown shit, bro. He told. Like, you understand? Like, this nigga.
now that I'm older, I see that there's other ways to avenge his death. Expose the perpetrators. You know what I'm saying? I'm not claiming I'm in the streets and I'm gonna slide and I'm gonna do that. No, that's not what I'm saying. And that's not what I'm gonna do. That's not what I'm gonna plan to do. I'm doing exactly what I want to do right now. Exposing you motherfucking snakes. I'm cutting the grass. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all not gonna walk around no more with this mist in the air that, oh man, they said Birdman and Hot Diesel had something to do with y'all kill. No, I'm telling y'all for a fact that shit true. And in my next video, I'm gonna give y'all a little tease. In my next video, I'm gonna show y'all how by me keeping it so street and being so loyal to the streets, and still affiliating myself with them, I wind up getting arrested for yellow murder. Ain't that a bitch? Ain't that a bitch? But because I stayed affiliated with the niggas and the streets was already talking about these niggas doing that, they figured that I was, but my dope fiend ass ain't had nothing to do with that. All I did was just try to keep the street code where it was supposed to be at that time. But as an older man, now I know ain't no motherfucking street code. The streets don't love you. You feel what I'm saying? The streets will chew you up and spit you out and move on to the next.
Yeah, but that ain't supposed to be the reason why your ass to whatever and shit don't be out here telling on motherfuckers. This is why I always said, me taking a stand that I would never tell on a nigga has nothing to do with what the street think or going to think. You understand what I'm saying? Like, cause I don't go fuck with nobody. But when I was on gangster time, nigga, I was on gangster time. Meaning I did what the fuck I wanted to do. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't care what nobody's saying about nothing. Do something, nigga. You dig? Now, if you choose to forget about me or whatever and shit, then I mean, shit, that shit been doing things. I knew that that's what the game was when I got involved. I still chose to play. You feel me? So I'm not a nigga that's gonna get mad and, you know what I'm saying, start exposing shit that will get niggas life in jail and shit. You know what I mean? Shit ain't got no. Now, you know, like I might tell a story of, you know, especially like, you know, if this is already booked, if it's some shit that already happened, case closed, appeals are all ran out, and shit like that or whatever, I might tell a story. But then I ain't gonna lie to you. When it comes to situations where motherfuckers done lost their life and shit, if I had to cover something, especially that was close to the situation I was involved in, or might have been around, I'm gonna tread lightly or whatever, because the last thing I'm really trying to do is like implicate, you know what I mean, motherfuckers and shit. If that shit is already like put in open court, you know what I mean, and I'm just telling you what they said in court and why they came up with that, you know what I mean, conclusion or whatever, instead of like just having them on run around with false narrative. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's in court documents. Beyond me now. You know what I mean? Like, I got it from another news source. I'm just giving you, you know, the hood version. But yeah, bro, this shit is bogus right here. Let's see what else this is telling about.
This nigga. You dig? So now that I got that out, before I leave, I need to give some special fuck you shout outs. Because a lot of you niggas been playing in my face, and I'm gonna expose that shit. Okay, my first fuck you shout out goes to Manny Fresh. Yeah, the beloved Manny Fresh. Boy, fuck Manny Fresh with his boy girl looking ass. You dig?
Nah, nigga. Now, Manny don't be fucking doing nobody nothing, nigga. Manny be the coolest nigga, man. All them niggas be beefing with each other and still love Fresh and shit like that, bro. Like, oh, jumpy in there, man.
I'm tired of you playing in my face, man. Every time you see a nigga in person, you, man, what's up, Tech, man? I'm glad you home. I got you, man. We gonna hook up in the studio. I got you. We gonna do some other. Man, boy, fuck you. You scared the fuck of me because you scared what Birdman gonna think about you. And that shit fake, nigga. Remember me, nigga? I helped change the course of your life. When you start doing UNLV records, nigga, your life changed and your pockets changed. So fuck all that. I ain't holding nothing back. Fuck you, Fresh. My second fuck you shout out goes to Juvenile. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I know. Tech the lost his fucking mind, huh? Yeah, but let me tell you why I'm saying fuck Juvie. I reached out to Juvie and was like, man, look, my album about to drop. Just make me a little quick 30-second video saying, yeah, man, y'all go fuck with my nigga Tech 9, got a new album, temperature check, blah, 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 blah. You ignored my phone calls, you ignored my inboxes, and you turned right back around and did the exact thing that I asked you to do for me, and you did it for Wayne. Did you not forget what's going on with your memory? Do you not remember that if it wasn't for UNLV, it wouldn't be no motherfucking Juvenile the way it is right now?
Oh, man. So, boy over here with the hat and the dark glasses and the mask. Look like he about to go and tell on somebody right now. Like a damn snitch. But this shit goofy as hell again. So because you was too goddamn much of a hoop to get your get back when you were supposed to. Now you want to sit here and implicate people in murder. Here's the part of whatever. I'm gonna play this clip. Thirsty Bastard TV, I'm guessing. But He had the full clip. We ain't gonna play the full clip, but we're gonna get into the part where he talks about the deal that was made and where his discrepancy with the business was. Oh, shit. What the fuck? Oh my God. You know, oh shit, I'm done. My bad. I ain't with this shit. Trying to get this shit up.
Carried out the hit.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Hot Bezo. Yeah. Yes, done messed up. Yes, going to jail.
You didn't hear me. Cash Money Records orchestrated the hit on YELLABOI, and Hot Bezo carried the hit out. So some of y'all might say, well, that's, we already heard that, but let me give y'all some receipts. There is drug addicts that can
He wasn't giving us enough, but
eventually we will come to odds with Cash Money because we started seeing. So some of y'all might say, well, that's, we already heard that, but let me give y'all some receipts.
So all right, now he gonna get into why they initially fell out with Cash Money, and then I'm gonna go on to the next clip, and we're gonna keep this going. Cause even though this live got deleted, something tells me this shit gonna keep on going. So let's get it.
So y'all know years ago we had it popping off the chain. We had the city on lock, having it our way. Eventually we will come to odds with Cash Money because we started seeing money going into their pockets, into their bank account, and seeing stuff that they was buying, and it wasn't adding up to the checks that they was writing to us. They was giving us money, but it wasn't what we deserved. They was giving us kind of on the cool. We was getting what we asked for, but we didn't know better. We wasn't getting what we earned.
Now, whose fault is that? Like I said, when I was speaking on this before. Nigga, you negotiated a contract. You said, this is what I want. They gave you that. And when you saw that more money started being generated, you want to go outside of the contract or whatever and get more. You understand what I mean? And really, what you asked for was probably just based on what your belief in your own success could have been. Maybe if you had more faith in yourself or whatever than you had in that firm, you know, you would have made a better deal. So you being mad because you got what you asked for, and now that you see more money coming in, and you didn't negotiate a big deal or whatever and shit, or a good enough deal, or ask for more, now you want to be mad at what the next nigga got. Sound like some hating shit. It sounds like a junkie that once they used up all their money and that shit wasn't really adding up, and you know, it was a struggle to kind of maintain lifestyle and still, you know, feed your Jones. Now you want to start nitpicking about what everybody else got going.
Well, nigga, that's your fault. He wasn't giving us enough, but he was giving us what we asked for.
So during this time, you know, y'all was doing his thing, but like I said, I pulled Yellow off the push, and pretty much we had a drug habit, but you couldn't tell us that something was wrong with us because we had so much money, and that's one of the most dangerous drug addicts that can exist, is a drug addict with money. One thing is being on drugs and don't have money. That's going to lead you to robbing, stealing, and killing. But when you're a drug addict with money, you don't think nothing wrong with you. You know, we still...
This nigga kid is dead, and he bragging about being a snitch-ass drug addict.
Nigga, what? Alright, bro. I know, yo, the nigga who told on, like, was a fiend. Like, that nigga had money and shit. But that nigga damn sure knew he had a problem. You understand? He just knew that he could support his habit. But he definitely knew there was something wrong with him. So if you don't realize that there was something wrong with you, my nigga, then there's definitely something wrong with you. Something wronger.
But he got money though. Boy. Stay out the streets. I bet you he act like
I ain't no bullshit though. All bullshit aside. That's really what the streets is though, right? All these niggas on this lean and all this other shit, and they think it's nothing wrong because they can actually afford to pay thousands of dollars for a pint or $100, whatever the case may be. Like, so yeah, my nigga, I guess yo, you really are like, yeah, that shit legendary, nigga. Like, you birthed the era of the paid junkie. Shout out to you.
a real nigga until he was 50. Now he got dialysis, all that. Now he want to tell on somebody.
Oh, this nigga on dialysis and shit. Oh, so he feel like he just finna die soon. He don't give a fuck. He probably want to get walked down. Yeah, kind of cool watching the reaction video. Shout out to Thirsty Bastard. Whatever. Oh, so this nigga, he's sick. Yeah, he done fucked himself up. So now he's just up in here. He probably need that mask. He can't breathe nobody's shit in him. Like, yeah, a weak immune system and shit. That nigga probably got evidence. He probably hoping somebody hear that shit and just do him something. It's crazy.
Yes, the police.
Came outside every day with ballet shoes and polos and jabots and jewelry and fly cars, nice houses, but we had drug habits. And when I say receipts, I mean receipts because my city can back what I'm saying. So, as all this going along,
that you was a fly junkie or whatever and shit that fucked the bag up, fumbled it, and you ain't slide for your partner. I wouldn't be happy if the city's about to be like that. Y'all was legends though, like y'all had some shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, you fucking up the legacy right now. I'm pretty sure whatever happened with YELLABOI and BIRDMAN, what I heard about YELLABOI, like supposedly being a real nigga, but I mean he was on those fruit. And you pulled him off the porch, so if he was the type of nigga to follow your lead, damn. Well, you just making the legacy look bad for you and LB, my nigga. I ain't gonna hold you. Shout out to y'all. That's actually the only lyric cousin.
we started asking questions about our royalty checks, and tensions begin to rise. So me being the cool head and the one that likes to calculate before I react, I used to always tell y'all, just chill, man. We gonna figure it out and do it how we have to do it and get our bread. But Yellow, who was a little hot-headed, well, he was real hot-headed, he wasn't having that. So Yellow used to challenge Baby, aka BIRDMAN, all the time and test his gangsters, and BIRDMAN would test his gangster, and them two would clash a lot. So during this time, most of the time when things that get too far, I get tired and get stayed up and be like, man, I'm about to go get myself clean, this, that, and the other. And during this time, things had got real heated with us, and I decided that I wanted to go to a rehab and be like, fuck it, man, let me clean myself up, get a clear mind, then I'll be able to deal with these money issues with a clear head. Yellow wasn't having it. He was having too much fun in the streets. He had to allow all of these street dudes to latch on to him, and he just was, I couldn't tell him nothing no more, and I'm the one pulled him off the porch. Yellow was a church boy playing drums in the church, and when I moved in the neighborhood out the Mills, I pulled him off the porch because he was like, he was gonna rock with me. Whatever I do, he gonna do. So
you the nigga that got them hooked on dope. That's fucked up. That's foul as hell. So that nigga was on the porch playing drums in the church, and your ass go and snatch him off the porch. Now, it's one thing like, yeah, everybody can snatch somebody off the porch or whatever. I taught the nigga how to get money, how to walk some shit down. You know what I mean? But like, my nigga, you put that nigga onto the dope. Man, you worse than Bubble from The Wire. Because Bubble never wanted Sharif to start getting hot. That nigga wanted that nigga to go to school and get his shit together and not be like him. That shit tore that nigga up or whatever and shit when that boy, you know what I'm saying, got on that shit and died or whatever over that hot dose. Yo goofy ass out here recruiting niggas for the knee. Yeah, okay, he followed you into a rap group. You understand what I'm saying? But shit, Tony Yayo followed 50 or whatever into a rap group. Hustle for the nigga, rap for the nigga. And now that nigga's going everywhere, passport boy, caviar, pancakes, all that shit he be chucking. Man, I ain't Jackson. And it's kind of wild because you was one of the cold niggas, man. You ain't yet. Anyway.
Oh, being that, I checked myself into the rehab and things that got real heated with BIRDMAN and Yellow, and they had a verbal altercation, and Yellow took it upon himself and rode around BIRDMAN house in New Orleans East and shot up a bunch of cars, 3-4 cars. So I got the phone call that he shot up 2 cars, that, and the other.
Ooh, so it wasn't the house. And he ain't fighter per se. Nigga shot up 3 baby cars. Now, we all know how that nigga Stunner feel about his cars, my nigga. That nigga, the yellow boy, knew how to hurt that nigga. He said, yeah, I'm gonna fuck with these whip, nigga. Oh, man. Okay.
And, you know, he kind of was on the move, and we wasn't talking to each other at this time because I was real pissed off with him. So if anybody in my hood know Yellow, they would know that he was a mama's boy, the only child, and he had a little greed with him. And his greed would kind of ultimately cost him his life, because Yellow had them went behind our back and booked the show at Warren Easton without us. And, you know, Warren Easton was his alumni. So on the night he booked the show at Warren Easton, he went and did the show. And after he did the show, you know, the mark was already on his head. You feel me? So now this where the snake shit come in at. You feel me? So my receipts are that OG Giggity was initially summoned to do it, but to give him a little credit, he didn't want to touch it. But to take that credit right back away from him, he passed that shit on to Hot Beat. And I'm gonna tell you how I know for sure.
What you want? What you want? Birdman, Birdman. What you gonna do? Birdman, your ass going to jail. This nigga gonna tell it all. Giggity, your ass going to jail.
That shit ain't really funny. This nigga is a fool. That shit ain't funny. But yo, I mean, bro, we looking at Keefy D is on trial for his life right now behind a murder that took place 29 years ago. So, like, my nigga, like, you doing a lot. This nigga gangster just got out of jail. Now, here's the wild shit, right? So, he might even be speaking on some shit that might fuck up the information that Gangster gave the Fed to, like, get out when he kind of put the shit on, like, all the dead niggas. Sexy ass nigga, man.
Diesel pulled it off. So on this night, Yellow used to hang with this little dude, Mansfield. Rest in peace, Mansfield. Mansfield dead right now. After Yellow was shot and killed that night, you know, by me knowing he hang with Mansfield, that was the first person that I started looking for to find out what's going on, because I knew for a fact he was with Mansfield. So word on the street, Tech looking for Mansfield, Tech looking for Mansfield. And Mansfield was dodging me. So, you know, I'm still making my rounds. Mind you, I'm just left the rehab, but I done relapsed again. I'm back on dope because my nerves bad, and I'm ready to fuck something off.
You ready to fuck something off, but not the nigga that you know supposedly, man, come on. But now what changed between you looking for Mansfield and having all that energy to when you find out that allegedly Baby, Gangster, and Bezo, you know what I'm saying, like basically played a role in this shit? Why not just push up on them once you ran down on, you know, guessing you found the nigga? You're gonna find out what happened when you found the nigga.
So I finally catch Manfield on 6 in LaSalle by Julio Store sitting on the ground full of that dope. I run up on him and give him a 2-piece and some fries. Pop, 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 pop. What the fuck you dodging me for? What happened to Yellow? So when
you know he gotta be 50 plus. Gave a nigga 2-piece and some fries.
I pressed Manfield. Manfield told me, yeah, I was with Yellow, but he picked up Hot Diesel, and Hot Diesel made Yellow put Manfield out the car. Yeah, straight up, real receipt. I ain't fucking around. So once I learned that, I just like, okay, I'm gonna play it cool. But I'm so invested and so addicted to drugs, you know, that would be my first order of business every day. You know what I'm saying? I would wind up going in it.
But why this shit though, right? If you run down on Manfield and shit like that or whatever, you say that, oh, Manfield is just another junkie nigga. So you were comfortable running down on another junkie nigga. But was he saying that Manfield was full of that dope? Or was he saying he was full of that dope? But either way, you went and gave Manfield a 2-piece and the fries while you was on that dope. Why did your energy change or whatever when you found out that Hot Diesel was the last person in the car, last person to be seen with Yella, allegedly? So if that was the case, you should have pushed up on that nigga with the whole menu, nigga. Number one with the Big Mac, you feel me? Listen to more of these lies.
In and out of jail. Now, where the real receipts came in at, because it could have just been Manfield word against his, but I doubt it, because why would Manfield just make up a cockamamie story like that? So, what made me know for sure that he did pull his snake ass shit off is because a little bit before that, Baby, aka Birdman, brought me to this car dealership out there in New Orleans East on Bullitt. I think it was a Ford, Bond Ford, or if it wasn't that, but it was on Bullitt. And he cashed me out a red Ford Mustang. Right? So once he cashed me out, he left. So I built a relationship with the salesman. Boom, 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 boom. We got the car, blah, blah, blah. Bam. I'm swinging and banging in the car. A couple of months had passed, and I was like, I'm gonna go trade this car in. So when I go trade the car in, and I walk into the car lot, he was like, "Oh, what's up, Jack? Your man just left here buying one of his little homies a truck." I said, "Yeah." I said, "Who it was?" He couldn't tell me who it was, because at the time, who the fuck knew who Hot Diesel was? You know what I'm saying? Nobody knew who he was. Remember Hot Diesel? We the ones that put your name in songs. Cycle of Skeeter, Uncle Larry, Hurricane Cup, Pick 'em Frog, Gangsta Cocoa Peanuts, Who They All Got Pumps. Yeah, nigga. Remember that? Your name was Psycho before it was Hot Diesel. We put you in songs and you snaked my left partner. But anyway, once I learned that,
Yo, this nigga. He telling.
Go uptown, I see Hot Diesel with a brand new Toyota. So I'm like, oh, so that's who Birdman bought the truck for. Now, mind you, Hot Diesel had no...
Birdman still cheap as hell, huh? It don't matter if it's a record deal or a damn body. To smoke a nigga and get a Toyota is crazy work, nigga.
Then again, see them Toyota 4Runners, like we were just talking about the 4Runners when I was doing the when I was talking about the Who Kid story, and we were talking about the Toyota 4Runners or whatever and shit, like all the hitters had them shit, you know what I'm saying? That was the little SUV. So if you got the little Toyota, you got the 4Runner, you know, that was the little wave. For that time, that was the 90s. You know what you call it? Speaking of that Who Kid shit, when I did that part of the live or whatever, and I was reacting to the Bad Fuel shit, man, then they put a copyright claim on my shit. I don't know if it was Bad Fuel directly or whatever and shit, but like I thought like they had the whole fair use shit where you could react to the I don't know, nigga. But anyway, excuse me. Nigga Birdman, so like allegedly the nigga knocked a nigga down and got the Toyota for it. That's fucking crazy.
What the fuck? Nigga smoke a nigga and get a Celica. That nigga smoked the nigga got a 1992 Celica.
Affiliation with us, Cash Money. So there's no logical reason that Birdman would take him to the car lot and buy him a car. There was no way that he could have earned that money. He didn't carry no boxes. He didn't put up no posters. He didn't do no road work. He didn't do nothing. He just came out the blue and went to the car lot with Birdman and was bought a Toyota truck. So that confirmed it for me. But I then knew that Hot Visa was a snake because way back then, even when we was like little kids, and you know how you sit on abandoned steps and you spray paint your name on the house, he would sneak around there at night and scratch our name out and scratch 4th Street on the motherfucking house. You know, just some dumbass hating that shit. And then fast forward, we still would put their names in songs. Nobody know who Mosquito, Gangster, Psycho, none of these boys was until UNLV put their names in songs. We made them neighborhood superstars. And then we the ones took y'all outside the hood and let y'all see the city and other cities outside the city. And you turn back around and snake a nigga like that. But like I said, you've been a snake. And mind you, this wasn't the first time.
So hold up, man. Let's get one thing. Yeah, like UNLV the group. But Cash Money made you niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like that. They financed them tours or whatever and shit, gave niggas the platform. So his allegiance really is to Baby, because it's like if he would have picked y'all side, that nigga would probably be a dope thing, dry snitching on the internet for a YouTube check or a social media check. Now, if he did put it like this, all right, he might have got the Forerunner, a Celica, whatever the hell, right? Back then, if that really went down like that. But ain't no Toyotas around that nigga right now. I listen. Like that nigga probably couldn't buy a pair of earrings with Toyota money right now the way they rolling. So you know, I mean it's messed up, but like nigga, that's the streets. If any of this is like, you know, legit, it's all alleged. Gotta remember, this is the junkie we talking about. He might be high right now. On dialysis. You on high dialysis. You know what I mean? But
and that he shot YELLABOI. One night after Corn Dance, he clowning around showing up for some hoes, and he's shooting at the ground, telling Yella to dance, dance, nigga, dance, showing out for these hoes, and he hit Yella in the ankle. So that was the first incident.
Oh, that ain't it.
he made this nigga wait. So before all of this shit happened, this nigga had YELLABOI doing the MC Hammer. It's before or after you took him off the porch. Should have left that boy in the church, man, playing drum.
Y'all niggas should have been smoked here yesterday, nigga. What's going on? How many times y'all niggas?
And I always told y'all, man, why the fuck is you going outside the hood hanging with these outside ass niggas? They just looking for clout. You know what I'm saying? We already done gave these niggas clout by putting their names in songs. You feel me?
And this nigga, now Hot Beetle might not have been a known nigga or famous and shit, but y'all must have been scared as shit of that nigga, cause bro, ain't nobody finna play with me like that. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, damn, uptown niggas living out.
So it is what it is. Now, let me give y'all the reason why I decided to expose these niggas. For one, I'm tired of the city of New Orleans, and every other city holding on to this secret like these niggas.
Yeah, so we saw that part already. But I'm mad as hell because I just realized that the rec wasn't on. I really hope that I didn't just sit here this shit on. I'm tight as hell. If nothing else, y'all heard the audio. So I don't even know how to know if I was fucking heard. Damn, son, I might have fucked that bad up. We'll see. The interface with the StreamYard shit gotta be off the record, I think. So, alright. So we just watched Tech 9 pretty much. I don't know if you even call that dry snitching. Like that nigga gave the whole plot. He gave the motive. He gave the accessibility, the location, the players, chain of command, how the hit went. You know? And he said initially, whatever, like Gangster was given the hit, and then Gangster passed it off to Hot Beetle. Hot Beetle got the truck. And you know, they was making fun of the nigga about the, you know, like, oh, all he got was the Toyota, but shit, in the grand scheme of things, he got a hell of a lot more than that, considering how that nigga rolling out. Private jets and shit, like all over the country, like, you know what I mean? That boy passport probably crazy. But again, bro, you were supposed to slide for your partner, so all that shit, whatever about you being on dope, like I was saying, if it picked it up or not, so I'll say it again. You blaming the fact that you was on dope being the reason that you ain't get your get back in the streets how you was supposed to. You understand? Like, and all that. But you think that being on dope ever stops Soulja Slim for standing on business? Because I ain't never heard it. And shit, from my experience, don't nobody step like a dope fiend that's, you know, from the street, that's like known for being outside and, you know, slinging iron. Like, that's already in your nature. You know? And then again, you talking about like some snake shit. Here's the thing, bro. You could say it went too far, but at the end of the day, y'all niggas was uptown niggas living violent. That's what UNLV stand for. Your partner did some violent shit. And he got taken out violently. Now, allegedly, you know who did it. You're another nigga that's supposed to be an uptown nigga living violent. You were supposed to get violent. Now, you had all that energy, whatever, for the Mansfield nigga, and you run down on him, give him the 2-piece and fries. But then when you find out that Hot Beetle was the last nigga in the car with YELLABOI, you ain't had that energy when you ran down on him. And then now it comes out that Hot Beetle at one point was playing with a gun and shit, telling Yella to do the MC camera. the blick and end up hitting him in the ankle. And y'all didn't do nothing to that nigga then. So as much as you saying Hot Vito wasn't famous, yeah, he might not have been famous like on the rap scene where fans knew who he was or his affiliation to Cash Money. But y'all damn sure knew who that nigga was or whatever and was obviously afraid of him because that nigga never got checked by nothing that he did to y'all from the way you making it sound. And it's crazy, bro, because you really like kind of fucking up the legacy or whatever. I think like 2 of the members of UNLV are dead. Or just 1. But I think it's just Tech and Yah. You know what I'm saying? Or was it just 3 of them? I don't know. But how many members were in the rap group UNLV? Oh, okay, it was 3. Lil Yah, Fat, and Tech and YELLABOI. Okay, I thought it was 4 for some reason. I don't know why. So yeah, alright. There's only like 2 of y'all left. So the whole thing about it is, bro, dope or not, you ain't slide for your homeboy. It seems like you was afraid of the nigga, that the nigga was already in violation and nothing happened to him. So, you know what I mean? That's my take on that. Now, your ass on dialysis and everything like that, you know what I mean? Kidney fucking up probably from all that, you know, dope. And I guess you probably feel like you finna die soon or whatever, or you probably just tired of living like that or whatever and want somebody to just come and do you something. Walk you down and put you out of your misery. You know what I mean? But like that's still nasty work or whatever, trying to implicate niggas like by name and murder and all that shit, like. And then you trying to blame like the city of New Orleans and all of these artists and anything like that or whatever, saying that, you know, they allowed or they still going around them trying to get record deals. The niggas you trying to get record deals now wasn't even born or were just babies when that nigga Yellow got walked out. You get what I'm saying? So how do they have any allegiance to that shit? Like they probably don't even recall the UNLV era. They know like they probably know the history. Like, oh, before the Hot Boy, there was y'all. But for the most part, like me, nigga, like I learned about UNLV through the Hot Boys. They were the global, you know, that was the shit that went national. Y'all definitely legends in the city. Y'all put that shit out there and held it down. Like, you know, that shit was really built on y'all and Kilo G and Pimp Daddy and, you know what I mean? Like, I did the homework. So, that's it. Even Juvenile, I mean, Juvenile was already a local star just like y'all with the bounce for the Juvenile shit. So, I don't know, but like, you know what I mean? That nigga, he on some rat shit. But going forward, now what makes this seem more fishy is the clips or whatever and shit. Now here's Hot Boy TURK touching on speaking on this in the Black interview.
Well, and I want to get to the whole part about you you know, joining Cash Money and everything else like that. I just want to talk about UNLV for a second.
Okay,
like you said,
let's go.
It was a very important group in New Orleans hip hop.
Very important. Asset.
Because, you know, at one point, you know, UNLV, you know, worked everything out. They parted ways, and then YELLABOI gets killed. When you heard that news, what did you think?
When YELLABOI got killed, man, I was young, bro. Like, I ain't lying, man. Like when I used to come around Cash Money, you know what I'm saying, and whatever they was going through at the time, it was like we the new up and coming group, you know, they UNLV, you know. I remember one story, man. YELLABOI pulled up. I was going to high school. I was catching the bus. I ain't even had no car, nothing. So they were like, man, YELLABOI out there, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I was like, damn. All the while I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying, they mad because, you know what I'm saying, we the next up and coming group, and you know what I'm saying, it ain't about UNLV no more. So YELLABOI out there, I'm hiding in the hallway, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm young though, you know? So bam, I'm like, man, I ain't about to go out with him, cause I done heard so much stories about him, like he thugging, he gangster, that, right? You know what I'm saying? So bam, I didn't come out, man. I came out after he left, and it was crazy, man, because you know what I'm saying, like just being a fan of them to becoming like, I don't know if they thought that we was trying to take their shine or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It could have been that, I don't know, but it never was our intentions to be the next UNLV, man, because we all looked up to UNLV. I know I did. I was a fan. I tell y'all all the time, you know, I believe Tech is locked up. You know, I was a fan of them. But when YELLABOI got killed, man, it messed the city up. You know, because like I say, they was the outlaws of New Orleans, you feel me? So of course it's like, damn, man. And YELLABOI, to be honest, like he was the fans' favorite. You know, his melodies, how he delivered, his charisma, like everything about his swag, you know what I'm saying? You know, with the mouth full of goals, he pulling up in the red trooper, you know what I'm saying? Like it just was, it messed the city up, man. You know what I'm saying? It messed the city up, bro. Like, you know, that's all I can say about it. It just messed the city up, you know what I'm saying?
Right, because right around that same time, I think in the same year or so, Kilo G got killed as well. And that was the first rapper that Cash Money ever put out, right?
I didn't know too much about Kilo G. Like, I wasn't really a Kilo G fan, you know what I'm saying? To me, like, Kilo G.
So that's TURK. Like, now I played that just to point out that TURK is the next generation of Cash Money. And even he doesn't even have a full understanding of all the particulars, you know, that went down with that. Now, this next clip, because Gangsta got mentioned in this, this is what Gangsta had to say in the interview or whatever when he was asked about the YELLABOI situation.
Yeah, it also talks about a time where YELLABOI actually took it further than fighting with Birdman. He shot up his house over unpaid royalties.
Tone, listen. I don't know
Okay, I think this is real tone
about that. I don't want to discuss that. You keep probing about this YELLABOI. I don't know where you're going with this, but let's talk about something else. Matter of fact, what time it is? Because we past our time.
Now, Gangsta clearly wanted to walk all around that situation. So we're going to see what comes out of this, bro, because this is a crazy accusation. The full live video has been taken down. So I don't know. Tech might have got a call. Maybe he thought about it. I don't know. Like, what's going on? You understand what I'm saying? But while on the subject of all of that, you know, outside of bro telling, implicating Gangsta and some shit, and it kind of ties into, you know, TURK. We got Terry Gangsta Williams speaking on a rumor that Birdman Juvenile kicked Hot Boy TURK off the tour, and Lil Wayne don't want him around him. So let's get into this clip from Gangsta just to answer right back. See what we talk about.
The Terrence Gangsta Williams, aka OG Giggity, aka Mr. Answer Right Back, aka the People Champ, Terrence Williams. Say, rumor is Juvie kicked TURK off the tour. That's the rumor, right? see, I had a feeling this was gonna happen, but Turk got him some money. Turk got him some money. He got to talk that talk. He had his fun. I don't see why Juvie kicked the man off the tour just for him speaking out about his money, about the promoter. I don't see why. But at the end of the day, that's what's going on, y'all. And then I got some more information. Y'all. This here haven't been out, but I want to also correct the robbing part, because some people think that when the guy with Charleston White and the guy was on the phone, when the guy was explaining to Charleston White about BG and Turk being robbed, like he taking that gunpoint, like, come here, let me get that. No, they talking about how the promoter did them. So y'all know how fast these rumors get going. So I reached out to somebody, because I got somebody in every camp now. I must got somebody in Weezy camp now, y'all. So I'm about to get a lot of information. And some of the information that I received out of Weezy camp is Weezy don't want Turk around no more, and they about to take him off the Live Nation tour as well. That Weezy with the Hot Boys, with Weezy and all that. You know, they got two different tours, but they got the Cash Money and they got the other one where Weezy a part of. So rumor has it that Juvie got him kicked off the Cash Money tour, the Cash Money Millionaires concert tour, and now they're working on getting him off the Live Nation one, the big dog. Man, ain't no way in the world. This it can't have this much hate for one person. Like, everybody have done their stuff, everybody have talked their talk, but for this to kick the man off the tour now, when everything been going good, the fans coming through, everybody loving the connection, and now because he went off, he didn't get his money, y'all man, kick him off.
What's interesting about the whole thing of the rumor being that Juvenile kicked Turk off the tour was, Juvie was one of the main niggas advocating for Turk. In fact, Juvie and Turk were from the same side of the Magnolia, as well as Magnolia Shorty, I believe. So Wayne, I mean, I don't know. I think it was some shit going on, but it's like shit. Wayne let BG back around, but then again, BG ain't let. I mean, Birdman ain't let BG go. That's his little nigga.
I'm shocked that Juvie was doing that, but you know they had a little secret meeting. All right, let's go get him out of there. But hello world. Y'all now on off the porch. What that thing Tech Nine be saying, y'all? Something about the porch. He be talking about something about the porch news. Man, this man a clown. You know? Say Tech be saying something about the porch news, but he inside. Come on, Tech, bro, get it together, bro. Anyway,
yeah, he said he pulled. I think he was talking about he pulled. Yeah, he pulled Yellow off the porch. Pulled YELLABOI off the porch. And then he said that you are walking down. Well, he said that you was given the order to walk him down and you gave it the hot. Allegedly.
Yeah, man. So that's the rumor, man. Man, Turk fumbled that bag.
So that's
they got him some money,
right?
so hopefully he make a count investment.
This is Turk.
Yeah, they upset with Turk.
Shout out 9 Mag TV.
Turk responds to rumors he was kicked off the Cash Money tour.
My wife, who is my manager, my wife in jail, you feel me? She spoke up for me because it was her time to speak. When it's my time to speak, I speak. You feel me? Y'all don't tell us how we run our business. You know what I'm saying? This ain't nothing personal. It's all business. So when she spoke, she had to speak as a manager. You feel me? She reached out to the promoter. The promoter had let her know that 12 o'clock, which was what, yesterday, everyone was gonna be getting with the promoter to get the back end. You know what I'm saying? So 12 o'clock came. I say, babe, I say, give them a little grace period. We don't want to, you know what I'm saying? I understand. I know how it go, man. Sometimes people got a lot on their plate. First of all, the venue got changed from what the venue initially was supposed to be. The venue was supposed to be at Bridgestone Arena. Now, when they got on a conference call, they try to put everything on me and homie, right? But that ain't make no sense to.
Hey, you know what's funny? So remember before when I was covering TURK and BG back and forth, and we spoke about BG saying that TURK sound like he's from Memphis. No, he got that Titan jersey on. It's not the same.
My manager, their manager. So people wasn't buying that. You feel me? The promoter didn't have no insurance on the building, so which I think was a bunch of bull crap, you know what I'm saying? Because you had this tour thing since March, and he had to set it back, got it rescheduled on the day before the concert. Y'all saw how these dates was getting scheduled and rescheduled. You know what I'm saying? This tour was supposed to have been over. We were supposed to be on a whole nother tour. You feel me? But due to unforeseen circumstances, so they say, you know what I'm saying? I'm just rolling with the team. I'm playing team ball. You feel me? I ain't tripping. My money stacked up. You know what I'm saying? I didn't ran it up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thankful.
Yeah, because you know they were supposed to be out here. They had one date, and I think even that Belmont, New York date changed. They supposed to be there with Jada, like a lot. Beanie C was supposed to be there. So yeah, I'm trying to see if I'm gonna actually make that.
When I'm blessed that I then ran it up and I was able to do something and make sure I do what I need to do with what I got, what I had. You feel me? Wasn't no damn fool this time. But anyway, so my wife had called him. I said, give him a little grace period, babe. Don't even trip on it. So 1 o'clock got here. Now I gotta go to the radio station. We had went to the mall and everything. I'm trying to kill time, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't tripping. But I usually got that back end. You know what I'm saying? That back end got to be secure before you hit that stage. I ain't hitting no stage. You feel me? I don't care who you is. If you don't got that back end, I ain't hitting no stage, man. Front end already secure, so I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? You're going to lose that. You feel me? That's on you, but everybody be wanting that back end. You know what I'm saying? Some promoters are janky like that. So I get to the radio station. I get a phone call right before I'm about to get my interview. I'm about to talk about my album. Y'all know my album dropped tomorrow. Joseph. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going there to promote my album. I'm on tour. I'm about to utilize the situation. You feel me? I ain't just on tour. I'm taking care of my business plus the obligation of the tour. But that's second. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure me straight out of everything. You know what I'm saying? Because I know how it go. Everybody's supposed to make sure they straight. You feel me? So anyway, I'm at the radio station. I get the text. They say the promoter then turned himself into his probation officer and they locked him up. Instantly.
What? It sound like some janky shit. But how did this lead to him getting kicked off the tour?
Then I'm like, what? You feel me? So y'all already know in the heat of the moment. Soon when the man get me on the interview, y'all know I don't bite my tongue. That shit hurt. You feel me? Man, I instantly, and I still kept it politically respectful. You feel me? I could have went, because I really don't care and I feel no one there. Y'all know that. Okay, I'm going to keep it politically respectful because there's other players involved. You know what I'm saying? But if you tell a lie on me, I'm forced to tell the truth on you. Anything I got to say, man, I got receipts on it. Remember, my wife is my manager. So all emails, all paperwork, I don't know about nobody else, but I know everything that go on. All conversations were going on, I know. I put my wife in a position to be able to know. Information is everything. So you can't do certain things to turn. You feel me? So, okay, I got thought about that. Okay, bam. So this is a whole nother promoter from the Shows promoters. We gonna get to them next. Shows is the one who had the show in Atlanta and it kicked off in Philly. You know what I'm saying? It's two guys.
Okay. So the mix up, like, so all the mixed dates I'm seeing, it's like they're like supplementary dates and shit. So they might have a date with one promoter, another promoter or whatever, and shit might be able to book them for a price, and you know, it's like they'll save money on transportation or whatever. They probably just gotta extend it to maybe stay or whatever, and you know, run it up. However that should go, but got it. So this is a separate. So they got like, I guess, 2 tours going.
Shows, promotion, whatever they is. You feel me? They seen how it went off about the other promoter, but earlier that day, all the managers had a conference call, right, about the show's promoters saying they don't got enough money to pay everybody. Hold on, but we signed a contract for y'all to pay. It ain't on us if y'all losing now. Y'all on contract. Y'all gotta make sure that back end secure no matter what. That ain't on us. That ain't on me. You feel me? Y'all know how me and homie been. That's about a week ago. So if that was a problem, they would have been saying something about that, y'all. You heard me? It's funny to me, but you know, it is what it is, because I got to deal with it on a legal situation. You know what I'm saying? That's just how this type of stuff go. And my lawyer is on it, you feel me? Of course I'm lawyered up, you know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping about that. I can't do it like...
Yeah, I mean, if the contract pretty much, you know, you can't draw blood from stone. They ain't make the money back. You know, they still have to pay other shit or whatever. Now, y'all can just decide not to go on, and then, you know, they lose their back end, but I mean, they about to lose a hell of a lot more at the end of the day, because they're going to have to return money and all kind of shit. So, yeah, or try to reschedule it or something, like, you know what I mean? But, yeah, so I mean, shit, they taking a loss or whatever bigger than whatever they paid.
You know what I'm saying? So it got to be done like that. Cool. Shows, promotion, whatever they may be. Artist by artist is the booking agent. This don't have nothing to do with Cash Money. Cash Money did not pay me for no tour. So for all y'all running with a narrative, Cash Money kick you off. Cash Money can't kick me off a tour. They didn't pay me for no tour. I got booked, just like everybody else got booked. I'm a big dog. I keep telling y'all that. You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody.
Okay, so now we understand or whatever what the situation. So technically, Turk is still on the tour because, and if he is kicked off the tour, the promoter would still have to cash him out. You know what I mean, for whatever, because there's a contract in place, right? So even if you kicked off of the tour, still gonna get paid. You'll probably be able to get some damages and all that shit or whatever for you know, for it too. So yeah, that's that. Shout out to Turk, shout out to Hot Boys. Definitely was a fan of that era. Rough Riders, Cash Money tour. I went. Juvenile and Drag On, Drop That Down Bottom or whatever, that was my shit. And yeah, bro, you know, the drama, like a lot of it, you know, like even Turk had mentioned in the beginning, it was marketing, you know, with the whole shit with PG, because it went too far, but clearly they even had dates since then. So yeah, bro. Let's see what else we all right. So yeah, man. Let's see what time we got. We got like 25, so we can get into it. So next up,
but doesn't that put?
We got Sammy the Bull Gravano, Sammy the Rat. You know what I mean? Speaking on Fat Cat. Now, we know about Fat Cat, Queens legend, turned state. 50's mom actually, you know, was associated with him in one way or another. I kind of cover that in the next Mafia material piece I'm doing. But Fat Cat was the guy. He was the nigga that was hitting Cream off and all of that. You know what I mean? You could say he kind of picked up where Ronnie Bump might have left off, but like he come from that Ronnie Bump tree. You know what I mean? And Caballo, I was watching a piece with him and King Tut, and Caballo was working on a project with Ronnie Bump. You know what I mean? So yeah, we're gonna interesting character. But anyway, Fat Cat, you know, snitched, and he was tied to Pappy Mason. 50 mentioned him in the Ghetto Quran, where he said, "I used to idolize Cat. It hurt me in my heart to hear that nigga snitched on Pat." You know what I mean? So shit like that. But now Sammy's saying that Fat Cat only started cooperating after you know, certain things started happening or whatever and shit, and certain people were not being loyal to him. So basically justifying the nigga snitching. So a rat sticking up for a rat. You know what I mean? So let's hear it, and I'm gonna give y'all my spill on it.
You guys at a huge disadvantage because the cops are all cooperating against you. The witnesses are cooperating against you. Your own guys are cooperating against you, and you can't cooperate against the people who are cooperating against you.
You can cooperate, but you're going to be an informant, a rat, whatever you want to
call it. You get kicked out of the organization.
Of course, you're going to be kicked out.
Will there be a hit placed on you?
It depends. More than likely. More than likely. You know, I always listen to when a guy, especially a guy who was a tough guy, who cooperated. I want to know why. Why did he cooperate? I was in prison with a black guy. I talked about him a few times.
Fat Cat?
Fat Cat.
Yeah.
I was in
jail.
jail.
Queens, yeah.
Yeah, I was in jail with him. I did time with him. And he killed his probation officer.
Wow.
And he got life without parole. He went to prison and he was doing his time. One. When I talked to him, he said, "Sammy, I had cooperated." He was cooperating. He says, "When I went to prison, my guys took over my spots, slapped the shit out of my mother and took it over, and they were banging my wife." He said, and I still didn't cooperate. Then they came to me and they wanted to kill a cop who was sitting outside guarding a house of a guy who cooperated.
And that actually happened though, but not because of him.
Well,
Someone else gave him a green light on that. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so anyway.
Pappy Mason was the one who greenlit that.
Yes, and a couple of guys in his crew. So they went to him in prison, told him about the cop. One cop goes for coffee. The other guy's a rookie. He's there, but he's a cop.
Edward Byrne, I think?
Young kid, yeah. Edward Byrne. Sitting there. We want to take him out and go in the house and kill the guy. He says, "No, you can't do that." All right. Pappy Mason said no. He goes there with the crew. When the cop goes for coffee, they kill the kid. The guy inside hears the shooting. He takes off out a window. They don't get him.
Yeah.
Pappy Mason, Fat Cat, gets arrested for that murder in a capital case. He said no. And he's going to face now the death penalty. Remember all those things that happened to him? Now he's going to face the death penalty. Fuck them, he says. And he flips. Now you can call him a rat. You can call him anything you want to call him. But to me, you can do something to a person enough. You're a rat. To be slapping his mother, taking his spots.
Yeah, that's not a rat. That's more so like, you a scumbag. A rat can be a scumbag too. But the thing is, when a person violates you, like I was saying with the whole tech situation, and when you're in the streets and you're this tough guy, and then you have all this power and all this reach, you're supposed to handle that shit in the street. Even if you lose your power in the street, you have to understand one or two things or whatever that happens. If you go away, the game don't stop, bro. Like, there's a bunch of niggas that have patiently waited for the day that your ass might not be around, and they will be able to like sit on the throne, like however long they can hold it. Might not even be as long as you. Now, in the process of all of that, some disrespectful shit might happen, but here's what you have, what you're supposed to do. Don't tell on nobody to get even. Just understand that one or two things are gonna happen to that nigga. He's either gonna end up locked up right where you at, or dead, or strung out on drugs, whatever the fuck you got going. You know what I'm saying? And then when they get behind that wall with you, you've already been there before them, built your little power. Now you got the power in there. You already got the head start. So as soon as you come in, welcome to committee. Feel me? So all that shit ain't no justification for that shit, bro. Niggas be talking all that, oh, I was doing what I had to do to survive and all of that shit. That shit's a cop.
Banging his wife, killing people that he's going to get blamed for because he's the head of the gang. So you know the story and you know them. And I was in jail when Pappy Mason got pinched. He was the next cell next to me.
What was Pappy Mason like?
Here's what he was like. They call it high stepping. They gave him that Thorazine because he was out of it. The smell, they had to get rid of him out of that cell. Shit in his bed and pissed in his bed. When he got out, he would walk like this, completely stoned out of his fucking
zombie, basically.
Like a zombie.
Yeah.
And so they said that's how they got that nigga World too. They got that nigga World loaded, they said, and like supposedly like he's supposed to be, like they don't like kind of ran a nigga crazy or whatever. Or yeah, this shit crazy.
And then they moved him away from where I was. And then years later, I talked to Fat Cat. Fat Cat never ratted or did anything in prison in a bad way. They took him out of a rat unit and put him in regular prison. I think it was Clinton. Nobody fucked with him. No one. And why they moved him out of the unit, he was doing something with this white boy Rick, the father, with cars, and they got pinched.
Wait, so Fat Cat pulled a play with white boy Rick from Detroit and his daddy? Now, Rick's daddy kind of like dragged him into the life and shit through the whole gun shit, according to the way they told the story in the movie. That's fucked out. Damn. They probably all on like, they took him out of that unit, so white boy Rick was in regular population?
Fat Cat was a rat already. Wouldn't cooperate. So sometimes it's what you do to a man that makes him do something back.
Yeah.
So I don't want to talk about my own story, but that to me, and I got checked on that sometimes. Brian Gibbs told me one time, he said, Sammy, he was a rep before that. I said, listen, I don't know and I don't care one way or another. I did time with him.
Right. And Glaze cooperated himself.
Yes, he did.
So,
he did.
So, my opinion, ain't no excuse for that shit. I always use the example of, I was given an opportunity to tell on the niggas who told on me when I caught my drug case, right? And I told them, yo, I'm just not trying to do that. You know what I'm saying? It's just something that we both gotta deal with. As you go into court, they gotta come to court when I go. All this shit. But you know, Sammy is always gonna find a loophole or justify it or find some honor code in it, because that's the same cop out he used to justify telling on not just Gotti and the Gambinos, but damn near the whole national commission. So that nigga went on a tour. So yeah, should be Sammy the Beyonce. But yeah, man, we got about 10 minutes left. Like I said, I don't know if that other shit caught on. The light that died too. I got to get a long cord. I could plug that shit up, let it run on its own. But yeah, man, that's pretty much the time we got for today. I really hope that the earlier part of this video actually picked up the audio, because I ain't had the direction on. But hey, man, play this fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Might be able to pull it from local or something. So yeah, man, shout out everybody who pulled up. You know, slow ass Monday. Got a lot to do. Got a lot going on. Trying to finish the project. Trying to drop it on the 31st. Don't know if I'll make the date, but we working, man. Got some more content coming for y'all later. You know what I mean? More videos to upload. So stay tuned for that. Hit that like and subscribe button. Smash that notification bell if you're really mindful with the content. And as always, stay dangerous so you can be safe. It's your boy Daylight TV. I'm out.